The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Oldham High School's football starts now.
Homecoming here at Oldham County High School and a district opener tonight, as well as the 5-1 Colonels play host to the 3-3 Eastern Eagles. Good evening. Welcome here to Oldham County High School alongside our quarterback, Marty Lowe. I'm Nick Curran. Thanks for being with us. District play starts tonight, Marty. Oldham County obviously off to a nice start on the year at 5-1. District play is always a big marker in the season.
Definitely, you warm up a little bit the first part of the season. Now you get into the meat of it, and after watching these guys at Oldham County the last couple of weeks, and doing their game a few weeks ago with South Oldham, it was nice to see their offense as balanced they are. Derek Dees at quarterback, really kind of balancing things up in the air and handing the ball off, but expect for some big things from them. But this Eastern Eagle team, as we've talked about, before, we got on tonight, watching what they do, and the momentum they're trying to build, but hopefully they can keep this thing close, get it to the fourth quarter, and, try to get a win and get that fourth one for the season.
We'll see what happens tonight, hoping for a very competitive game. Homecoming here at Oldham County High, also senior night tonight, so a lot going on in the building in addition to the district opener. It is a beautiful night as we check our weather for this evening. Mid-70s here at game time. Tonight's weather forecast presented by Kenzer & Kenzer, located at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. They deliver clean, comfortable air. We'll take a break. We will come back and we will catch up with the head coach of the Eastern Eagles, Ken Whalen. That's next. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville. This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Find out more at andersonsales.com.
Welcome back. We're joined by Eastern head coach Ken Whalen, and we'll start last week at Bullitt Central. Season high 36 points and a really nice win. A lot of big performances in that game. Had to be pleased with it.
We tweaked our offense a little bit, and that really worked for us. And defensively, we switched a few guys around. We're still searching for the right remedy to make us the best team we are. But last week we showed a lot more emotion, played with a lot more sense of urgency, and things worked out well for us.
It was reading coming into the season. You talked about, continuing to try to build depth and just numbers. How's that played out so far this year? I know you were hoping that it would be better. How's it been?
Luckily for us, our numbers are up. We're up about 25 to 30%. Unfortunately, we've had some season-ending injuries, and we've had to lean on depth, and we've had to lean on younger kids. But they've stepped up, and they've performed well. So it looks like the interest is back up at Eastern football, and we're pretty pleased about that.
That's huge. And I know district opener tonight. Is that something you kind of talk about going into the season as a big kind of marker in the year?
Yeah, we kind of break our season down in quarters, even though they're not really quarters, but sure. We go with the scrimmages first, then we get into regular season, then district play, and then playoffs. So this is kind of I wouldn't say like halftime, but sort of like we're 3-3, and now it's time to really start moving forward and trying to position yourself for the best you can be in district play when we cross over with the other districts.
Obviously on the road for this one, and what have you looked at from Oldham County? What sorts of challenges do they present? I'm
going to tell you, they're one of the best well-coached teams that I've seen on film. They do a great job. They're very tough, very disciplined. They don't try to fool you, but they out-execute you, and they'll push you around if you let them. So, we're cognizant of that, and hopefully, I told my kids all week we have to be as aggressive as we've been all year to try to stop their running game. And, defensively, we have to block into the whistle and do the normal cliche things to be successful.
Well, looking forward to it today. Really appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Well, thanks for having me, Nick. Appreciate it, and thank you. Have a good one.
Ken Whalen.
Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life. Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics, and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Back in Oldham County, this broadcast authorized by Oldham County High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. With Marty Lowe, I'm Nick Kerr and Tim Bryan producing things here today at Oldham County. Getting set for the Colonels and the Eastern Eagles. Time for our keys to the game for tonight, presented by Clementine's Car Wash, located in the Kroger Fuel Center in LaGrange and juiced by Thomas Car Wash. Marty, obviously a stout Oldham County defense and an Eastern offense that maybe got on track a little bit last week against Bullitt Central, putting up 36 points. What are you looking for in terms of keys here tonight?
Well, these guys, I mean, like you said, Eastern's defense has been strong, so they're going to get tested. I mean, Eastern's going to get tested. So, seeing how they control the ball is the biggest thing. So if they can control the ball, they can control that clock and then hopefully, keep the game close right where they need it to be, and try to grind this thing out, okay, and hopefully work that on that side of it. Then, they've really got to give multiple defensive looks to Oldham County's offense and try to confuse Derek Dees. I watched him against South Oldham a couple weeks ago, and that's, they kind of went to the air a little bit too much, so I know Oldham County wants to stay as balanced as possible, so really creating that confusion. And then stick to the plan. I mean, if they do get down, can't get frustrated and just start airing the ball out and, put too much pressure on one kid or one situation. So hopefully they can keep to their game plan.
How about for on the Oldham County side of things, playing here at home on senior night?
Well, they're balanced. You want to see them trust, their run game, not feel like they got to put it in the air too many times. I mean, not that they can't, but really, the balance is what they're looking for. So they want to get their Brown, those guys, their running back, get the ball to them, Quorum, Brown, get their playmakers the ball, and stay consistent, and keep things hot. And then really trying to force Eastern, as many third and longs, and get them uncomfortable and keep them one-dimensional, which is definitely a key that will put them in a position to make them uncomfortable.
Logan Collier, speaking of trying to get Eastern into third and long, had 2 interceptions returned for touchdowns in Oldham County's last game that went over Atherton a couple of Sundays ago. So they'll try to take advantage if they can get Eastern into third and long here tonight. It is Eastern visiting Oldham County, the opener in 6A District 5 for both of these teams. We'll take a break. When we come back, we catch up with the head coach of the Colonels, Sean Little, is our guest next. You're watching Oldham High School's football from Glycod.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics, and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod. Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Welcome back. We're joined by the head coach of the Colonel, Sean Little. And, well, first of all, how nice is it just to kind of get back into a normal routine? Obviously, the bye week, and then 2 weeks ago played on a Sunday on a neutral field, as it turned out, because of the storms in the area. How nice is it just to get back kind of to normal?
Yeah, it's always good to come back home, and especially for homecoming, and kind of have a normal Friday routine, get back into that, and beautiful weather tonight, and so that's been really good for the program and for the kids. And I think the last week being the bye week was nice too, to kind of have a little bit of that mid-season rest and kind of get ready for district.
Last time out, able to get a win, even facing the changes and having to play on a Sunday. You've played a lot of close games and got another win in a close game last time out. Is that a positive, to have played in a lot of close games, to find ways to win them? Is that something you kind of hang your hat on as the season moves along?
Absolutely. Since I got here, we've been preaching a lot of resilience and a lot of riding the waves of the game and emotion, and for us it's a lot about that. Every single game we know that there's the other team's here to play too, and they're going to make great plays, and we got to not get too high, we got to not get too low, and kind of just stay level, and then trust that after 48 minutes of football we're going to be on the right side of things.
Your defense has obviously been really good throughout the season, and you look at the rankings, and then a couple of weeks ago get a pair of pick sixes in the game. That's just kind of how it's been this year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've been playing some really good complementary football in all three phases, honestly. I look for our special teams to kind of pick up even more going into districts, and offensively we've been doing a lot of great things, whether it's scoring or just even flipping the field when we need to, and letting our defense kind of handle what they need to do. And so tonight I look for us. I don't believe we put together a fully complete three-phase game just yet. And I really hope tonight, and I think tonight's going to be that night where we can kind of put it all together, kind of get our legs ready to go and make that happen.
And district play starts tonight. This Eastern team, what have you seen from them and what sorts of challenges do they present?
Yeah, Eastern and Oldham County, we were kind of in the same boat last year. Both programs with new coaches, struggling a little bit, trying to just find who they are and wins and things like that. And I think, in credit to Coach Whalen over there, he's doing a great job. Obviously he has a long history at Eastern, and he's doing a lot of good things. And that staff, they're gonna have them coached up. They're gonna have them ready to play. And just like us, we want any kind of success we can get at district, and I guarantee he's been preaching that to his team too.
Last one at district play starting, is that a line you kind of draw going into the season? Like, okay, this is kind of the preseason and then district play starts here. Is that something you emphasize?
Absolutely. Going into our off season last year, we sat down and we looked at what were our issues last year. And we kind of said, like, we need to get to where we can compete within our district. And I may be biased here, but I do believe we compete in the best district in the state. I mean, you have the 6A, defending state champs. You got 6A defending semi-state runner-ups in Ballard. And so for us, the offseason focused a lot on, we coined it closing the gap or close the gap. And the gap was closing the gap to our district opponents. And so I'm excited to get into this. We've had a great start to the season. But truly, and I appreciate the team. We're 0-0 right now in district, and that's our focus to go 1-0.
Appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Sean Little, we're back with more in just a moment on Glycott.
From see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Blinds are wet, not just blinds. Blinds are wet, not just blinds.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville. Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future. When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
District opener for both of these teams here at Oldham County, the Colonels and the Eastern Eagles. All-time series between these two squads, at least back since 1999. The edge to Eastern at 10-7. It was Oldham County winning the matchup last year, 35-14. That was at Eastern. The last Eastern win a couple of years ago back in 2022. So that's what we look at headed into the night. A check of some key players from this game here tonight, brought to you by Dees Consulting, a proud community supporter of high school athletics here on Glycod. And for Oldham County, Marty, I know Derek Dees, very impressive guy under center for the Colonels.
Yeah, I tell you, watching him mature over the last 2 years, I mean, just decision making, and really understanding the flow of the game and taking care of his offense, staying in front of the chains, you know, trying not to put yourself in too many bad situations. And even the games that I've done, you know, in the past, and even him learning from those situations, you know, you take a sack at the wrong time, or, you know, other than just trying to eat it. Sometimes a punt's not a bad thing. So really, you know, watching his maturation, you know, over the last 2 years, this year especially, has been something good to watch.
And some big skill position guys for Oldham County as well. Jaden Corum's had a really nice year, averaging 120 yards per game on the ground, third in 6A. Miller Brown's been a big-time wide receiver too.
You like to see him give Corum some more opportunities to get some consistency, and I'd like to see how he does in the fourth quarter. I mean, when you're really trying to grind the team down, and, you know, if you could really put it on his shoulders. I mean, I know their offense is a little more balanced and spread, but, you know, you think that kid's probably got the ability, you know, to really be able to tote it, you know, 28, 30, 32 times a game. So, you know, Miller's done a great job at receiver, been the most consistent thing, you know, for Derek Dees, you know, over these games and over the last couple of years. So, been very solid.
For Eastern, they've gone to the junior Gabriel Killingsworth as their quarterback. Zane Wagner, their senior, was their returning quarterback but broke his hand. He's still playing DB, so they've gone to Killingsworth as the starter. And, it's kind of a retooled offense for this Eastern team.
Sure, and if they feel like they've kind of found their niche, and if they get some consistency, and, you know, he's able to get the ball out of his hands and, you know, not get into long yardage and make those decisions, if that run game can stay balanced, you know, he'll continue to take strides and make strides for this team.
Grayson Napier, a senior wing as well, has run for 116 yards. He's caught 19 passes, so some big skill position guys for this Eastern team as well. Should be a fun one tonight, and all the pageantry of homecoming. And it's not their last home game, but they're doing senior day today because their last home game would have been during fall break, so they want to make sure everyone has a chance to be out. So electing to do senior night tonight, Oldham County, so there's just kind of a lot of emotion.
Yeah, the fans have showed up. Yeah, the fans have definitely showed up at this point, you know, for both. And it's always great in high school, you know, the high school football games to see that homecoming court and then the seniors and their parents, you know. So, you know, obviously a lot of excitement. Beautiful night, excitement. We're still in October football season.
And it is a gorgeous night. It is the Colonels hosting the Eagles. District opener for both teams. We will get you set for kickoff. That is coming up next. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items, paint, and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
From Glycod, it's Oldham High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center. Morton's and Family Dental. Operation Parent. And Financial Solutions Incorporated. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
For your surprisingly great rates,
Welcome back to Oldham County with Marty Lowe. I'm Nick Curran. Tim Bryan producing the effort, taking care of some technical issues as well. Thanks for hanging with us. And we'll take a break. Kickoff coming up next between Oldham County and Eastern here on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
From Glycod, it's Oldham High School's football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center. Morton's and Family Dental. Operation Parent. And Financial Solutions Incorporated. Now to the field for all the action of Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Welcome back here in Buckner, Oldham County High School, the Colonels and the Eagles. Oldham County won the coin toss, has elected to receive. So the Colonels will get it to start the game. Miller Brown, the senior, back to return along with Ryan Giles. And Eastern yet to come out, getting set to kick it away. So the Colonels offense gets a chance to set the tone early here in this game.
Yeah, I think they decided, hey, we just want to put our offense on the ball on the field, and let's try to get 3 or 7 points immediately.
Averaging over 30 points a game, this Oldham County offense thus far. As mentioned, had a bye week last week. A couple of weeks ago, played on Sunday because of the after effects of Hurricane Helene. Defeated Atherton at Ballard by a 26-19 score. The game ended up getting moved to Ballard, so a neutral field, kind of a unique situation there, as it'll be William Gegan to kick it away, the sophomore kicker for Eastern. Eastern in white as you watch here tonight with those blue helmets. Oldham County in the blue and the blue helmets as well.
See who sets the tone early.
Gegan to kick it away. Thanks for being with us here tonight. And we are underway from Oldham County. The kick fielded by Giles at the 8. It's through his hands. Now picks it up and looks for room outside of the 20. Wrapped up and slung down out near the 30-yard line, and that is where Oldham County will begin the drive. Stop was made by Grayson Napier there for Eastern.
Yeah, solid return. Even though we fumbled a little bit, solid return. Anything over the 20, 25-yard line really sets you up pretty good offensively.
They'll mark it at the 29 for Oldham County. Derek Dees has completed over 65% of his passes, has thrown 14 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions, nearly 1,000 yards throwing on the year. Takes the snap, fakes a handoff, fires over the middle, and completes the pass out to the 45-yard line. And an early completion there to Tim Rankin, the senior, with his 12th catch of the year.
Yeah, right away going to the slant off the RPO. Okay, great fake, carried out by Corum. Linebacker slides in, and they got the slant to replace it.
Jadam Corum's had a great year as the running back. He lines up to the left of Dees. 1st and 10, Oldham County from its own 45. Out of the shotgun, Corum gets his first carry, runs up the middle, picks his way out across midfield, falls forward to the Eastern 48-yard line. Stop was made by Napier. Corum coming into the night, 719 yards on the ground, 5 touchdowns, averaging 120 yards per game on the ground. He's been a really good runner.
Great run, 2 safeties deep, and as long as Eastern's going to keep those safeties, at least 8 to 10 yards deep, they're going to continue to run it up there.
Call it 2nd and 3 from the Eastern 48 after a pickup of 7 by Corum. Dees out of the gun, brings Brown in motion back behind him and hands it off. Runs up the middle to the 45, breaks 3 at the 35, stumbles ahead to the 30, outside to the 20, to the 10, the 5, falls forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Oldham County. Miller Brown with a 48-yard touchdown run to open the scoring.
Yeah, 3 plays, touchdown. You hit pay dirt right away, but to run a lead play, they roll the safety down. They have 1 guy deep, still have an extra lead block in there, to kind of handle for it. So, we're 88 out the gate on the 3rd play of the game.
Brown's 7th carry of the year, his 2nd touchdown run of the season, his 7th touchdown overall. And now Jacob Robson, the senior kicker, on to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is good. And with 10:30 left in the first quarter, a minute and a half in, it is a 7-0 Oldham County lead over Eastern.
Yeah, you're getting those front, is really struggling, for Eastern, getting pushed off the ball. Linebackers are late getting there also, too. So running game, really working early.
Brown had 5 catches for 76 yards and a touchdown in their win a couple of weeks ago against Atherton, and gets into the act early here. We really saw a lot of the guys we talked about pregame right there. Corum with a nice run, Dees with with a really nice slant throw, and then the run by Brown for the touchdown.
Keeping those playmakers happy. I mean, keeping them hot. Everybody's touching the ball, and you just kind of able to choose what you want, on that first drive. See if Eastern can answer.
Robson to kick it away. Zion Barnes and Aiden Owens back to return for Eastern. As Eastern will get it for the first time in this game. The Eagles offense averaging just over 16 points a game. The Oldham County defense gives up only just over 15 points a game, second fewest in 6A. End over end kick into the end zone for a touchback. And it'll be Eastern taking over 1st and 10 from its own 20. Gabriel Killingsworth is the quarterback, the junior. 17 of 22 for 214 and a touchdown last week against Bullitt Central. It was Zane Wagner going down early in the season with a broken hand. He was the senior quarterback coming into the year for Eastern, but Killingsworth has taken over with the injury to Wagner, who has come back to still play defensive back for this Eastern team, but it was his throwing hand, so he can't throw it anymore.
Yeah, really, really toughing it up, man, to still be on the field and, dealing with that injury, unfortunately. So see if Killingsworth can step in and continue what he did last week.
He's out of the shotgun. Tristan Martin, the junior running back, lines up to his left. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Quick throw, complete, left side of the 25. Ahead out of a tackle across the 30, and finally run out of bounds as Michael Bradshaw had a monster game last week. 9 catches for 135 yards and a touchdown. He gets his team-leading 25th catch of the year here. Picks up 13 yards and a first down.
Excellent choice by the quarterback, working backside. The inside linebackers or the outside linebacker was tucked in, so taking the hitch, little 5 yards and turn around and give it to him early instead of working for the wide throw outside up top. Great easy decision early.
1st and 10 Eagles from their own 38. This time it is Grayson Napier to take the direct snap. He runs to the right, trying to get the edge, and does at the 40. Run out of bounds there on the far sideline at about the 43-yard line. Tackle was made by Ryan Giles of Oldham County, but a solid pickup of about 5 yards for Napier, who took the direct snap.
2 wingbacks setting the edge right there on the right side, allowing the running back to get outside that way. No way that, Oldham County doesn't get outside like that, and they're able to gain yards like that, when they set the edge quickly.
Mark it at the 43, 2nd and 5. Killingsworth out of the shotgun this time. Martin in the backfield, fakes the handoff to him. Quick throw over the middle, a little high off the hands of Bradshaw, and it falls incomplete. Coverage on the play from Ryan Davis of Oldham County, the junior defensive back.
Came back and gave Oldham County a little bit of their own medicine. The same RPO play with the slant. Quarterback held it a little too long, and let him get kind of affected by the safety. But if he'd have got it out a little bit early, probably had him immediately. But good play call. Good play call, couldn't execute.
So not a 3rd and long. One of the keys was for Oldham County to get Eastern into 3rd and long. Eastern with a 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5 from its own 43. High snap for Napier back there, rolls out, wants to throw, hit as he does. Floating ball that is caught. Bradshaw catches it at about the 47, tackled there. I think he's going to be a yard shy of the first down.
Great job. The right side defensive end for Oldham County gets upfield, forces the rollout to settle, and gets the hands up for the deflection. That's tough, even though he came down with it, but get a penalty with it too.
Yeah, flag came in. It's roughing the passer as Napier took a big hit. He did throw a couple of passes last week. He went 2 for 2 for 95 yards and a touchdown, so this was a wrinkle they certainly worked in, and he got obliterated as he threw it, and I think sometimes it may be hard. He's not usually a quarterback. You think of him as like a runner or a receiver, so you forget that he's the QB when you hit him there, I think.
You love the creativity. I mean, getting your playmakers and your guys, involved like that.
After the penalty, 1st and 10 into Oldham County territory at the 38. It is Napier, hands it off to Martin running right. No room there. Gobbled up that time for Oldham County. Jacob Michaels, the junior, along with Grant Turner, both in on the stop.
And hopefully Eastern will continue with that running game regardless of, getting dropped for 2 yards, okay? I mean, their front guys, have really got to set this tone, with the defensive line from Oldham County. That's definitely going to be the difference in the game.
It is a loss of 2, so 2nd and 12 from the Oldham County 40. Killingsworth back at quarterback, out of the gun, rolls to the right, Turner on the chase, throws, pass almost intercepted, a low throw. It was Logan Collier there who had a pair of pick sixes in Oldham County's last game a couple of weeks ago, almost came up with an interception right there.
You see the rollout to the right, and Collier, just really sitting on the hash, refused to even back up. Felt the out route work and worked right off the receiver's hip right there and almost picked it off. Great job just with his awareness of being sitting on the route.
So it is 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 for Eastern from the Oldham County 40. Killingsworth out of the gun. Fakes the handoff, pumps once, fires deep down the left sideline, and the pass overthrown incomplete. Was looking for Bradshaw, who wanted a flag and gets one. A late flag from the back judge, and this might extend the Eastern drive.
So you get 3rd and long, and they work the hitch and go. They had started out the game with throwing the hitch, so they're going to pump it out there, but the safety's really deep, and the quarterback, you get a guy who's just kind of starting to become the starter, doesn't realize the safety's that deep and hangs it up a little bit too deep instead of really shooting it in there.
It is holding against Oldham County, so it'll be an automatic first down for Eastern. Second key penalty of this drive committed by the Colonels sets up 1st and 10 for Eastern at the Oldham County 30. Or I guess it's not an automatic first down. I beg your pardon. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 30. 7th play of this drive. It's Napier back out of the shotgun to take the snap this time. Martin to his right, fakes the handoff, keeps it, runs left, gets a small gap ahead of the 28, driven back from there. We'll see if he had enough for the first down. Josiah Wolfenbarger and Jacob Michaels in on the stop. It'll depend on the spot, and he does have enough for the first down as they mark it at the 28.
Even with 11 defenders from Oldham County, at least 5 to 6 yards from the ball, that's a great job of sticking his head in there and realizing I got to go get the first down.
Tough run. 1st and 10 from the Oldham County 28. This will be the 8th play of the drive here for Eastern. It is Grayson Napier again to take the snap. Martin in the backfield to his right. He runs to the right as Napier has some room over there trying to get the edge, but brought down back at around the 30-yard line. It was Vinny Busalacci, honored in senior day ceremonies before the game, came up to make a heck of a tackle.
And you see the coach over there really getting on him, about not cutting it up, but the first time they tried to get the edge, he did early on, and then he could have cut it back, but that the cornerback filled outside, or if he'd have cut it up, he'd have probably gotten a positive gain out of it.
Instead, call it a loss of 3, maybe 2.5, 2nd and about 12.5 from just inside the 31 of Oldham County. Killingsworth is out of the shotgun, empty backfield, 5 wide, 4 to the left here for Oldham County. Killingsworth to throw, in trouble, steps up, trying to get out of it, hit and dropped as a flag comes in. A couple of Colonels in there to get him. It was Nate Vota along with Joe Scarborough who made the hit, and the flag is holding against Eastern.
Wouldn't have mattered, but he had quads, had 4 receivers down there to the left. I really thought with the one-on-one up top that he would have chose to work that one-on-one situation up top. Still had the holding call, but thought he'd have able to got the ball out of his hand a lot quicker, with that choice. Eastern or Oldham County's defense really rotated hard over to the left, the 4 receivers. I'm sure they'll come back and take a look at that one.
Penalty was declined. They mark it back at the 36, 3rd and 18. Killingsworth out of the gun, 10th play of the drive. First Eastern penalty of the day. Oh, it went hard count, drew him off, but didn't snap it, and now the play is shut down, and there might be a false start here. No, there's not. It is going to go against Oldham County. That's the 3rd Colonel's penalty.
don't know if he made contact but they called it up and gave him the penalty. So
or if
trying to get back.
The Eastern line maybe moved when they jumped off.
Yeah.
So 5 yards of it back. They mark it up at the 31 to make it 3rd and 13. Again, empty backfield for Killingsworth. 5 wideouts. Floating snap, looking to throw, under pressure, rolls right, hit, loses the ball, and Oldham County falls on it. A fumble was recovered by Sam Miller, the senior linebacker, able to fall on it, and Oldham County gets the turnover.
Great job him even seeing it, man, ball popped out. It was hard to see at first, but quarterback really kind of happy feet on that one and could have got it out, but after the last sack he had, so the eye discipline maybe not where it needs to be. We're having his eyes downfield, and I felt like kind of took off a little bit too soon before the pressure was in his face, but trying to make decisions in 3rd and long is tough.
So Oldham County takes over, 1st and 10 from its own 31. Back to throw as Dees launches down the left side, and the pass a little bit overthrown, incomplete. Was looking for Brennan Haskin, the senior.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, Haskin, we're on the corner route right there. Simple smash concept with the hitch outside in the corner, but they pick him up, with the outside linebacker in man coverage, that's running with him, but really kind of contact him before seem to throw it deep or overthrow him.
Turnover, by the way, the 14th force by the Oldham County defense this year. Here's a handoff. Coram runs straight ahead, now trying to bounce it outside, drags a defender, and finally drug down at the 34. A pickup of 3 yards. That was a really nice job of just grabbing on and hanging on. I believe it was Grayson Napier that rolled the coattails and finally brought him down.
Yeah, he did. You felt like, man, he was going to come off of that and they were going to have another long game, but, good job getting him on the ground. That's the name of the game. I mean, if you get him on the ground, nobody really cares how.
Yeah.
But, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd and 7. Could have been a big gain. Instead, Dees takes the shotgun snap, has some time, steps up, fires over the middle, and the pass overthrown, incomplete. Was looking for Miller Brown, and then quickly 4th down, and it looks like Oldham County will send on the punt team.
I like Eastern challenging them, though. Man coverage, walking up on them, running with them off the ball, really forcing the issue, and it's forcing Dees to hold it. The only thing you would like to see is Dees has time. You have time to let your guys really come off of that, and get time to separate, but really throwing it a lot earlier than it needs to. But I'm sure they'll talk about on the sideline where he's got more time than he thinks.
Jack Robson on to punt. Zion Barnes back to return for Eastern. It's an end-over-end kick. Barnes lets it bounce and will let it just roll toward the sideline, and it's down back inside the 30. Eastern will take over, 1st and 10 for its 2nd offensive possession of the game. 7-0 Oldham County, just under 5 minutes left in this 1st quarter.
That's a win. I mean, Eastern's defense, that's a win for them. That's a positive. Hopefully their offense will see, kind of get that momentum, spun around and feel like they can get back into it, okay, to get the ball downfield as they did before. They had penalties to help them, but get some continuity going.
1st and 10 from their own 29. Killingsworth out of the gun. Martin in the backfield with him to his right. Handoff to Martin, runs straight ahead into a pile at the 30. Hit and drop. Flag comes in. The pink flags here tonight. A lot of pink being worn by the Oldham County side as well.
That's what they come up with, okay, well, they had some hands, people using extra.
A face mask against Eastern.
That really, with a quarterback, struggling, with his eyes right now, and hopefully, he can set his feet and get himself back in the passing game. You definitely want to put him behind the chains like this. So, hopefully they can get a few yards back, okay, over the next 2 plays to help him out where he doesn't feel like the weight of the world's on his shoulders.
Yeah, 1st and 25 here, back at the 14.
A little different test from Oldham County's defense than I'm sure he had last week, so see if he can step up to the test.
Killingsworth out of the gun. They bring a couple in motion. Steps back to throw, floats it out, complete on the left side of the 15, trying to bounce it outside, drug down shy of the 20-yard line is Napier.
Yeah, let Napier just slide out, okay, and a nice little easy throw to let him get the ball out of his hands. I mean, you get a few yards out of it, but it's still a positive for your quarterback, especially early in the game.
Mark it at the 19, so a pickup of 5, but that's what you want on something like that, isn't it? Just to try to get some of it back.
Yeah, just trying to keep your head in the game and not be behind the sticks, so much. But, the positive plays are what you need, especially right now from him, quarterback that is.
Well, it's 2nd and 20. Killingsworth out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires it out wide to the right side. Pass caught, but having to go to a knee to do it was Cash Lance, the junior wideout. Made the grab, but went to a knee. So they'll mark it at about the 24. Give them 3 more yards. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, about where they were with the last 3rd down, that. So, hopefully they got some, they're wearing out those 3rd and long plays on the call sheet at this point.
3rd and 15. It is Killingsworth out of the gun. Martin in the backfield to his left. Looking to throw. Pocket collapsing. Spins out of one tackle. Hit. Trying to drive forward and finally dropped. Does get positive yardage across the 25 to the 26, but it'll be 4th and long.
Yeah, really trying to wait on this end cut coming from the outside to his left. Didn't have enough time to really set his feet and to really hitch up in the pocket to, to make a clean throw. So I understand ducking it. And at this point of the game, as, we were talking early in the pregame, just that, punt's not a bad thing, for a quarterback, just trying to keep it positive.
Senior Will Bird to punt it away for Eastern. It's Miller Brown deep to return for Oldham County. Clock ticking. Just about 2.5 to go in the first. A 7-0 game. Here's the punt. Lands right at midfield. Bounces into Oldham County territory. A nice Eastern bounce there, and that is down at the 36-yard line, and that's where Oldham County will take over 1st and 10 with 2:27 left in this opening quarter.
Just kind of sparring back and forth right now. So, Eastern, as we said with the keys to the game, just trying to keep this first quarter and kind of get it under our belt a little bit and settle in, and hopefully some play calls offensively. But like I said, that last series defensively, hopefully they can capitalize here and continue.
1st and 10 from their own 36. D's the quarterback out of the gun. Takes the snap, hands it off. Corum running behind him, evades one tackle. Gets across the 40 and dropped ahead at about the 42-yard line. That's a solid pickup of about 6 yards on 1st down.
I wasn't quite sure what the hesitation by him was.
He almost came to a full stop.
Yeah, he did really was, whether to keep it front side or I'm going to cut it back. I mean, he kind of had both, So, man, big fella, make a decision. Let's roll, man. But, you come up with 5 to 6 yards, so.
2nd and 4 after a patient run by Corum. And now Dees has a couple of backs with him in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off. The run straight ahead. Gets out to the 44. Stood up there and brought down. That was Grant Turner getting his first carry of the day. The senior, his 5th carry of the season.
And you like to see the adjustment by the coaches. I mean, even Oldham County of, getting into 2 backs, 3 wides, and really trying to run it if they're going to roll in an extra guy, and then Eastern still challenging and not playing 2 safeties back and only having 1. So great adjustments here as the game rolls.
3rd and 2 from the 44. Handoff to Turner, runs straight ahead, has room across the 45, barrels across midfield into Eastern territory. Turner picks up the 1st down. The tackle made by Tristan Martin of Eastern. And the Colonels are into Eastern territory.
Yeah, you had big Caleb Wilden over coming off the ball, man. Their offensive line is just kind of road grading them right now and just saying, look, put it on us. We can throw it, don't get me wrong, but, if we're going to able to push them and let's just take 6, 7, 8, 10 a pop if that's what they're going to give us.
1st and 10 from the Eastern 47. D's looking to throw. Fires one left side. Pass a little bit low, and it falls incomplete. Was looking for Tim Rankin, who had that big catch earlier in the game, but that one a little bit too low.
Yeah, D's rushing. I mean, just rushing way more than he needs to. I mean, it's a quick game. I mean, he takes one step. It's just a 5-6 yard route, but he's really trying to get that ball out of his hand, quicker, than the ball's than his feet without his feet getting set.
31 seconds left in the quarter. 2nd and 10. D's high snap, brings it down, hands to Turner, runs straight ahead, has room again before he's finally chopped down across the 40. They'll mark him right at the first down marker at the 37, and he'll have enough for an Oldham County first down.
Yeah, I mean, Easton's really going to have to do something with their front 3, front 4, some kind of angling or slanting to help them up, because just they're getting pushed off the ball, from the jump, just trying to play gap control.
Grant Turner getting some carries on his senior night. 1st and 10 down to the 37-yard line. Did they get the playoff? They did just before the end of the quarter. Dees throws complete out to the right side to Brooks Keitlinger. His first catch of the night, the junior, slung out of bounds, some positive yardage. It'll be 2nd down for Oldham County as they'll flip around and go the other way. Into the first quarter, it is Oldham County leading Eastern 7-0. Second quarter coming up next. It's Oldham High School's football on Glycott.
Lines are wet, not just blinds. Lines are wet, not just blinds. Lines are wet, not just blinds. Lines are wet, not just blinds.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But
Back getting ready for the second quarter here at Oldham County. 2nd and 4. Here's the toss by Dees. Was trying to pitch it to Brown, and the ball dropped. Brown immediately fell on the fumble, but it'll be a big loss and bring up 3rd and 10 here for the Colonels.
Well, again, Brown involved in the running game also, just like the touchdown run, just on a tall sweep now. Inside last time, outside this time, but unfortunately ball's on the ground. Okay, but could have been a big gain. Definitely had the edge over here to the left.
Brown's 48-yard run, the 3rd play of the game, the only scoring in this one. 7-0 the Oldham County lead. And now it's 3rd and 10 from the Eastern 37. D's out of the gun. It's Turner in the backfield to his right. Kind of a floating snap, one-handed snag, zips a pass complete at the 30. Hit immediately is Keitlinger, and he did not get the first down. They'll pick up about 7 or so to the 30, and we'll see what they do here on 4th down.
Boy, high snap, which didn't allow him to get it to him quicker, but you really liked him getting Keitlinger involved, the last 2 throws. I was wondering when he was going to touch the ball because I've seen him have big games for them, so great job making that play. Just came out a little bit late with the high snap.
And mark it at the 31, makes it 4th and 4. Not a super generous spot. D's out of the gun with Turner in the backfield to his right. And now a timeout called by Oldham County. So the Colonels use a timeout to think about this a little bit more. 10:38 left in the first half. It's a 7-0 Oldham County lead as we will step away for a break. We'll come back with more in just a moment. This is Oldham High School's football from Glycott.
Lines are wet, not just blinds. Lines are wet, not just blinds.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycott.
Well, a fourth down facing Oldham County here. They've only attempted one field goal the entire season, was not successful, so you'd imagine they're going for it all the way here.
Yeah, and you look like it is 4th and 4, and Eastern's getting ready to bring a full house blitz, and they were trying to get a play change over here, but I think the communication wasn't where it needed to be. So, good choice.
D's out of the gun. Brown comes in motion. And now circles back the other way. High snap, brought down, fires, intercepted. Pass picked off the 25, running to the outside of the 40, and driven down shy of midfield. An interception for Eastern. It was, I believe, Tristan Martin who made the pick, the junior, with a big play for the Eastern defense. His first interception of the year, and it is the 5th interception of the season for this Eastern D.
That's a great job by Eastern. Really 4th and 4. Thinking a full house blitz is coming. Dees thinks he's got the backside slant with the linebacker coming. He drops out over there underneath it, and picks off the slant. Great job by the safety sitting on it as well, but, good cat and mouse game going on right here, man, from the call before. Going to give a full blitz, and then they kind of drop out of it also.
So now a turnover each way. Fumble lost earlier in the game by Eastern, and now an interception thrown by Oldham County. Eastern takes over 1st and 10. Good field position, its own 47. It's Napier who takes the snap, hands it off straight ahead to Martin, who just got the pick. He falls forward into Oldham County territory. They mark him at the 48. That's a pickup of 5 yards.
I like putting Napier in the backfield, and then he hands it off this time too. So, continuing to work off of that package, and Eastern is setting themselves up good and staying right where they need to be in the game, and they're even challenging Oldham County's front 4 defensively. So, things setting up well.
2nd and 5 from the Oldham County 48. And, tough to deal with right now, this Eastern offense, with all the different looks we've seen so far in the game.
And if they can find a couple of answers here, some positive plays, it really themselves in the end zone, some points on the board.
It's Napier taking the snap. He'll run it himself over the left side, has a hole, gets across the 45, hit hard and driven down. Brown in on the tackle. They stop him just shy of the first down marker. They'll mark it at the 44. It'll bring up 3rd and maybe less than 1.
And then really now using Bradshaw with motion, coming across the jet sweep, to give that outside run look, and now being able to keep it up inside.
Oh, they're stacking them at the line here. It's a quarterback sneak, and I think it'll be enough for the first down. Couldn't tell if it was Napier or Killingsworth who took that snap. We'll see if we can tell once they stand up. I think it was Napier, and it looks like they will mark him. Well, it's close. They're going to measure it. Very close. Well, there was no trickery there. You knew exactly what they were going to do.
Get up and push as hard as you can, and pick an A gap, depending on what's open. And, you see quarterbacks sometimes, they'll pause for a minute and slide over to the B gap, depending on where the bubble is or where the off spot is. And try to find a soft spot and just get the first down. So we see once we measure this up, and see if they can continue to march on in this drive.
Would you consider going for it here if you don't have it?
If I'm Eastern right now and I'm down 7-0, then I'm on their side, I'm absolutely going for it.
Oh, it is super close. It's going to be a little bit short. Looks like a couple of inches short, so it'll be 4th and inches here for Eastern.
It couldn't be much more than the laces, than the wire. The laces to the laces, that's about as far as they need. So
it's about as close as it gets. They need the 47. The nose of the ball is just off of the 47. Look at that.
See if they come up and just try to run that quarterback sneak again and just see if they can get the 6 to 8 inches they need.
They got what they got on the last one. They'll have the first down.
Yeah. The challenge, their offensive linemen, they need that boost. They've run the ball, got themselves up here. So, guys, challenge that Oldham County front 4.
They did use a hard count earlier to get a penalty. It's Napier again. Oh, and there's movement. Oh, that's going to be a false start.
Something so simple that can turn into so complicated. And now you're really in a bad situation. But
yeah, 4th and just over 5. And now we'll see what the decision is for Ken Whalen.
Yeah, it would be a little differently for me right now.
Killingsworth coming back in.
Yeah, I might think about punting it down there and keeping them, they got their offense frustrated, but making them go the length of the field. But I wouldn't try to give it to them, especially the way the passing game has gone for the last couple drives. But, roll the dice.
Possible quick kick situation here. Killingsworth out of the shotgun. Bradshaw in motion. Oh, he may have gotten away with a false start. They throw, and it's through the hands and intercepted. Was looking for Wagner, and now Oldham County headed back the other way. The pick made by Vinny Bustalacci. The senior makes the pick. It's the second Eastern turnover of the night. It's the second interception of the year for Bustalacci.
Right through the receiver's hands, linebacker right there in the passing lane to get the deflection. Okay, but great throw by the quarterback for Eastern.
Yeah, Killingsworth with a nice throw, just a little high. Wagner had the hands on it, couldn't haul it in, and Bustalacci gets the interception. So now Oldham County takes over 1st and 10 right at midfield from the 50. They run it ahead up the middle, getting into Eastern territory. 7-yard pickup down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, going back to that running game. I mean, if you're getting 4, 5, 6 yards a pop, every play for the last 2 series, to try to throw it at that point would be hard-headed.
Dees with Grant Turner to his right. Hands it to Turner, runs left, has a lot of room across the 40, breaks free inside the 30, drugged down inside the 20. A huge gain for Oldham County. It was a touchdown-saving tackle by Marcus Burks, the freshman for Eastern, showing that depth that we talked with Coach Whalen about before the game. He made the big tackle, but a big gain, and it's first down in the red zone for Oldham County.
Yeah, those defensive linemen, all 4 you got right now, they're kind of gassed already, okay, and it's early in the game, being pushed off the ball like that.
1st and 10 from the 18, and now a whistle.
You liked it there. They're up challenging. That's the only thing with the running game. If somebody runs out of a gap, leaves too much, you're going to have big gain.
Oh, the snap over the head of Dees. Turner racing back, able to dive on it. Wow, Grant Turner made a nice play, went sliding and fell right on it. But they'll mark it back to the 38. That's a loss of 20 yards on the botch snap.
And you've seen that the past 4 or 5 snaps. They've been high and caused these to throw late on the last, 3rd down. So, right there, continuing not to fix that, by the center. The ball continues high and they pay for it.
Nearing the midway point of the second quarter, still 7-0 Oldham County. 2nd and long. Turner the handoff right up the middle. Drags defenders down to the 30-yard line. He brought 4 Eastern tacklers with him on a pickup of 8.
Yeah, Tristan Martin, linebacker, gets there a little bit late, but ends up making the initial contact, but definitely scraping late, and giving them more yardage than is really necessary, because the front 4 did a pretty good job, clogging the hole and at least trying to play on the other side of the ball.
Brings up 3rd and about 21 here from the 30 of Eastern. Dees out of the gun, Turner to his right, 2 wideouts to each side. Dees looks to throw, fires deep left side. It is overthrown, incomplete. Was looking for Brown, who wants a flag, does not get one. Napier in coverage there for Eastern, and it's 4th and long.
So putting Napier on Brown and letting him run with him, and just challenging 2 athletes like that, you like the strategy. It's forcing Dees to even try to hold it a little bit longer, because he does have time, but if he can't shake free, we're still 4th in the parking lot here as far as yardage, so great job by Eastern continuing to challenge. I really felt like they would drop back and play 2 safeties with such long yardage, but, continue to force the issue.
And now Oldham County takes its 2nd timeout. 5:32 left in the first half. A 7-0 Oldham County lead will break. Back with more. It's Oldham High School's football here on Glycott.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Back here at Oldham County, it is 4th and long. They're lining up for a long field goal. It'll be Robson, Jack Robson, on to try to make his first field goal of the year. 47 yards. Kick is on the way, has the leg, but it is no good. Missed it wide to the left, so they try the 47-yard field goal. It misses, and Eastern again gets a big stop.
Well, I tell you, I mean, Eastern's defense really keeping them right here in this game, put them in, had a bad snap over Dees' head, but I tell you what, really forcing the issue with their receivers. I mean, Derek Dees going to have to find another playmaker he can go to other than Brown, who's been, D'd up pretty well at this point. So, hats off to Eastern's defense, setting them up pretty good, this field goal.
And kick made it to the end zone, so Eastern gets it to the 20, 1st and 10. That was probably the right goal. If you punt, it's probably going into the end zone anyway, so might as well try the field goal. Killingsworth is the quarterback, has the snap, steps up, fires deep left sideline, pass is underthrown. It's incomplete, was looking for Bradshaw. Brown was in coverage for Oldham County along with Ryan Giles. So both maybe had a shot at it, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, he had time, really had time to kind of set his feet and even kind of slide up a little bit to get the momentum to get the ball out there, but just really underthrew it. Sometimes you get the flag that way, okay, just with a little face guarding, but didn't call it because it was just way too short. I mean, uncatchable and not even close to allowing him to make a play on it.
And both DBs did a pretty good job of looking back for the ball, too, it looked like. Here is Killingsworth rolling to the right, fires on the run, pass is complete at the 25. Ducked one tackler, couldn't duck the others. Pass caught by Cash Lance. That's his 11th catch of the year, first tonight after he had 6 last week in their win against Bullitt Central.
Great offensive call, rolling him out, letting him move his feet, and then throwing the out, and him getting the ball out of his hand right off of the linebacker's ear. Beautiful. Now they take him out and go back to kind of their Wildcat package here. With 3rd and medium to manageable.
3rd and 5 from the 25. It is Napier in a quarterback now with Martin in the backfield to his left. They have motion. Eastern trying to get a big first down. Napier's going to run. Running left side. Doesn't have any room. Drug down. Got a yard out to the 26, but Oldham County had that one snuffed out. Looked like Logan Collier among a host of others with the stop. They actually give him 2 yards out to the 27, but it's 4th down.
Even big Josiah Wollenberger getting outside. Big boy running, cutting it off. So even when he tried to cut it back, he was at least right there for the cutback lane. Great job by Oldham's front.
It's Will Bird to punt it. Brown back to return. Miller Brown for Oldham County. On 4th and 3, might try hard count a little bit. And now Bird punts it. Brown backing, fields it at the 40. Runs left, has some room, finds a seam along the hash, and brought down in Eastern territory at the 42-yard line. There was Tristan Martin on the stop for Eastern, and Oldham County will have good field position after the punt.
Great job, fielding that right there. And then I really felt like that area of the field that he was going to get to the edge, but great job by Eastern, making sure they cover down on that punt.
So 3:44 to go. Oldham County has 1 timeout. 1st and 10 from the Eastern 42. D's out of the gun, has the snap, hands to Turner, runs straight ahead, busts through the line, avoids 1 tackle, tries to run over another, finally drugged down as he stretches the ball out at the 32, and he has a first down, a pickup of right at 10 yards.
You got to really appreciate Zane Wagner coming out of the deep center field, safety spot with a broken hand and filling to make that tackle before it gets too further. it's too much further. So, I mean, with a broken hand, great job.
High snap. Dees brings it in, but hit in the backfield. That threw everything off. Will Bird came racing in to bring him down after the high snap, and a loss on the play for Oldham County. They mark it back at the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if they talked to him on the sideline, but the center, just trying to, really breaking his wrist and really dragging the ball, trying to keep it straight so the ball stays down, but it's really causing problems.
High snap there, but the handoff to Turner. Trying to bounce it outside. Hit, and there's 3 or 4 Eastern tacklers to drag him to the ground at the 32. Back to the original line of scrimmage as he picks up about 5, and it brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, solid run. You're 3rd and long once again, okay? So, Eastern's defense handling that run play, but, a decent snap and using that run game is what you definitely like to settle on for Oldham right now.
2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Dees with Grant Turner in the backfield to his left. Rolls to the left, wants to throw. Sets, fires downfield. Pass caught by Brown along the sideline at the 15. Knocked out of bounds on the sideline by Eastern, and it's a first down for Oldham County.
So you go, 3rd and 10. Eastern decides to go back to zone. They rolled back, into a 2 safety look, and they run a flood concept with a roll out to the left, and he's able to get the intermediate throw into Brown, which I've seen him do a few times over the last few games.
Mark it at the 13, 1st and 10. In about 20 yards. Hand off to Turner. Runs straight ahead to the 5. Dives for the goal line. Is just short of the 1. Again, Zane Wagner with that broken right hand. He made the touchdown-saving tackle at the 1. It's 1st and goal.
Hurry and get to the line.
2 minutes left in the half. And now Eastern takes its first time out. Maybe just trying to give the defense a little bit of a rest. We'll take a break as well. Back with more after this. It's Oldham High School's football on Glycon.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycon.
1st and goal for Oldham County from the Eastern 1-yard line. Miller Brown has the only touchdown in this game. Dees out of the gun. Grant Turner in the backfield to his right. Dees hands to the senior running back along the hash, falls forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Oldham County. Grant Turner from 1 yard out. His first touchdown of the season.
And only fitting that he would finish the drive. Just with the way the running game's gone, he's been up 2nd level, even 3rd level, with his run. So good to see him finish that drive, with that run. And only really the snaps have, kept him from continuing to roll down the field.
Jack Robson on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So, with 1:59 left in this first half, it is 14-0 Oldham County. So Eastern has about 2 minutes and 2 timeouts. There is a flag on the play on that extra point.
Definitely not a comfortable position for Eastern to be in down 2 scores, 2-minute drill. A quarterback that really hasn't been able to set his feet and haven't necessarily been able to rely on the passing game. But, this is where we talk about really sticking to the plan no matter what the score is at this point. You definitely don't want to turn it over really quick, throwing it 3 times, killing the clock and then giving them time, to go up another, go up 3 scores. So, definitely want to stick to the plan and hopefully they don't get too far away from it, put too much pressure on their quarterback.
The extra point's good, but a personal foul after the play against Oldham County. It's the 4th Colonel penalty. I think 3 of them have been 15-yarders. And so that's big because Eastern might get decent field position for this drive with 2 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, they get a little hit this return on the run and, get some hands on some guys coming down to fill, might be able to hit a seam, whatever, and get themselves in better position.
So Robson has to kick off from the 25 for Eastern. DeMontre Bedingfield back to return along with Zion Barnes. Here's Robson. Boots it away. High kick. Bedingfield comes on to field it to the 25. Straight ahead 30. Finds a seam to the 35. Driven down at the 36. So decent field position here. A nice tackle made by Noah Robertson, the sophomore on special, or the freshman rather, on special teams, making a nice tackle.
You got all your timeouts in minute 42 and minute 41, okay, and you're in a good situation for sure. So hopefully we get some quick passes and making sure we're not taking sacks and we stay positive at least, from Eastern standpoint going into the half and coming out. I mean, they obviously get the ball as well too coming out the third quarter.
Yeah, this is a big drive for that reason too. 1st and 10 from their own 36. Killingsworth out of the gun, has the snap, loads up, fires deep down the field, and the pass is incomplete. Looking for Bradshaw again. Really nice coverage by Ryan Giles, had him blanketed.
I don't know if he just didn't see the ball. It appeared that he stopped. It looked like he was really separating from the corner, and then he kind of stopped and slowed down as if, he didn't think he was getting the ball. His coach is actually discussing it with him on the sideline right now, so I'm sure he saw it the way I did. That could have been a big play.
It could have been.
It really looked like it was unfolding.
Makes it 2nd and 10. Clock stop with a minute 35 left in the half. Killingsworth again. Slings it out to Turner. Tough catch. A little behind him. Makes the grab, but brought down immediately in the backfield for a loss of about a yard.
The outside linebacker, shot the gap on Napier and didn't get a full hand on him right there. He could have caught that little swing screen, okay, and went for a good at least 8 to 10 yards. Unfortunately, not as much as that.
My mistake, Ryan Giles, not Giles. Apologies on that. Here's a throw out to the left side. It is caught. Killingsworth gets it complete out there on the left side. A nice throw and catch is the grab made by Chase Stedman. It's 4th and short. They're going to go for it, or they line up to 4th and 1 from their own 45, and now a timeout called. Eastern uses its 2nd timeout, so each team with 1 timeout left, 45 seconds left in the half. It'll be 4th and 1. We'll see what they do here.
Yeah, I like how he's handling himself in this little 2-minute situation right now. Ball's coming out of his hands. He's very decisive, not holding on to it, not going to take any sacks. The deep ball was pretty, even though they didn't connect. And that little throw right there, even though it was a little short, but, could have got to the distance of the first down. But good job getting the ball out of his hand, okay, and keeping himself in a positive situation.
I believe that was Stedman's first catch of the year, the senior. And now, do you go for it? Do you punt knowing you get the ball back on the other side of halftime?
I'm going to go for it. You're down 2 scores. What do you, at this point right now, okay, you got a few decent completions right now, but down 2 scores with this, I would definitely try to get 4th and 1. May not go A gap and try to push it again, but I may go 2 backs and try to power the ball a little bit.
They drew them off earlier in the game and maybe have had them fidgety at the line of scrimmage with the hard count a little bit too. We'll see if they try that before running a play.
Yeah.
14-0 Oldham County. It's been a heck of a first half. A lot of action both ways.
Hard discussion of what they feel confident with. Sideline warning.
Sideline warning against Eastern. So it's 4th and less than 1. They mark it right at the 45. The first down marker is just on the other side of the 45. Or now they're gonna measure it?
Yeah,
they are. They're gonna
measure
find out exactly how long, how much they need.
If it is short, I mean, put Napier in the gun and motion Bradshaw and either, jet sweep Reed, okay, or keep it inside depending on the way they line up. But it's a full yard.
Yeah. All right. Maybe just shy, but definitely more than they needed earlier.
Sure.
We'll see what they do. And that might have been the sideline warning. Coach Whalen over there trying to get a measurement, and they finally gave him one.
Got to be able to get the chains out on the field.
You might as well.
They're all huddled up in between it, so yeah.
Oh, here we go. 4th and 1. Offense is on the field.
Napier in the gun.
With a couple of backs flanking him. Little hard count. Napier takes the snap, runs left, gets outside, gets the first down, chased out of bounds right in midfield. Brown ran him out of bounds, and a nice first down there for Grayson Napier.
And nice job knowing what he can get. Had the first down, got as many as he could, got out of bounds to save the 37 seconds to hopefully try to get his offense in field goal position.
Kind of took a couple of steps forward as the snap was coming to him as well. Got himself a head start. 1st and 10 from right in midfield. 37 seconds left in the half. Killingsworth throws complete left side to Bradshaw. He is run out of bounds. So that stops the clock as it was Michael Bradshaw again, and Giles over there to help escort him out of bounds. A pickup of 9.
Same thing. Their first play of the game. Throw the hitch backside if it's open. Corners off just enough that I feel like I can fit it in there, and even bonus that he got out of bounds, okay, as well. So we sitting really good, okay, in front of the chains.
2nd and 1 from the 41. William Geggan, their kicker, has made a 39-yard field goal this year. If they start to get into that territory. Killingsworth to throw. Under pressure, tucks it, he's going to run, has a lot of room. 35, puts the head down, slung across the 30, down to the 29. He has the first down, but there's a flag on the play back in the backfield.
That's a shame, good decision. Didn't see it was going to be open. Oh, man, they were dropping 7 in the zone. Didn't feel like he had anybody clean open and just decided right away, being very decisive, to keep it. So unfortunate of the penalty because kids making good decisions in this drive.
And as a hold, a 10-yard penalty backs it up to the Eastern Zone 49 to make it 2nd and 11 with 24 seconds left in this first half. And the clock winds here. So Eastern races to the line.
They need about 22 yards.
Killingsworth out of the gun, and play stopped just before the snap. Oldham County got a timeout with 15 seconds left. Final timeout for the Colonels here in the half.
Yeah, which helps Eastern, kind of get a plan together. But like I said, needing them at least 20, 22 yards to get yourself close, and 2 timeouts I think they have left.
They do.
Yeah, even though the scoreboard reads 3.
Or actually, I believe they have 1 left now. They took one earlier and took one.
4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but 15 seconds can try to get something big and call timeout and either use another play for the end zone or try to kick a field goal.
You'd like to see them get in, a 2-by-2 set, and really run kind of a switch, with both guys going deep and, try to make some, confuse Oldham County safeties a little bit. We can wiggle somebody open over the middle. What you'd like to see happen if he's got enough time to set his feet and throw it, which would set him pretty good, for a field goal.
And they, with that timeout, can obviously use the middle of the field, which is big. It's Killingsworth out of the gun, has the snap, steps up, throws left side, pass complete to Bradshaw. Giles pushes him out of bounds at the 39 of Oldham County. It's a first down on a pickup of 12.
And I know you don't want to give up too much or a deep ball, but, playing that deep off, with the time on the clock and letting them just kind of work it down the field, you'd think they play a little bit tighter, but, obviously don't want to get up any points either.
Still 10 seconds with a timeout, so time here. Killingsworth under heat. He is slung down and sacked in the backfield. Sack made by Brennan Haskin, the senior. And Eastern uses its final timeout with 5 seconds left in the half.
Great job using his hands coming off of the right tackle, being able to get to the quarterback like that. Good hands. Sack coming, right at the right time, for Oldham County's defense, okay? But, tough to take a sack in that situation, as a quarterback. You don't want to, but, obviously he's in your face, immediately. So not a lot of time to make too many other decisions and to get even outside the tackle box to try to throw it away. Clock's running, though, and only leaves you right at 5 seconds.
Loss of 5 at 2nd and 15 now from the Oldham County 44. Now it's basically just everyone run to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, if you could get 5 to 8, throw it out there and step out of bounds. I mean, it's going to take at least 4 to 5 seconds, and that's a little close. So yeah, I mean, the Hail Mary situation is the best you got at this point.
It's Killingsworth to take the snap. Oh, got him to jump.
Help.
And gets a free 5 yards, it would appear.
And you're going to help him be able to reach the end zone, or at least close to it, to throw it up also.
5th penalty of the first half against Oldham County. Eastern has 4. So now from the 39, 2nd and 10.
And if he can't reach the end zone, then the old hook and ladder doesn't hurt either.
That's right.
The boundary with the running back coming out. Now they're going to empty.
Killingsworth with 5 wide, bobbles the snap, brings it in, trying to get some time, evades pressure, throws on the run. It's almost intercepted. Was looking for Tristan Martin, and the pass falls incomplete as it was broken up by, I believe, Jess Officer. Yeah, and that's how the first half ends.
Yeah. Well, and you could see, man, it hit him right between the 1 and the 7. I saw him running down this left sideline, but, ball fell out of his hands, and we go in the locker room 14, down 2 scores. But I do take my hat off to Eastern's defense. Regardless of being down 2 scores, they really stepped up and challenged some things. So it's got to figure out the run game from Oldham now.
We'll see if they can do that. Halftime adjustments underway at the half here in Oldham County. 14-0, the Colonels lead Eastern. We'll step away for a break. Our halftime report coming up. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Waterson Trail in Louisville.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics, and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Find out how to recycle or dispose of any item with Waste Wizard at oldhamcountyky.gov.
Time report at the break here at Oldham County. 14-0. The Colonels lead Eastern with Marty Lowe. I'm Nick Curran. Thanks for being with us. An exciting first half. Oldham County got the ball to start the game, got off to a great start. Third play of the game, Miller Brown took it 48 yards on the ground for a touchdown. It was 7-0 Oldham County a minute and a half in, and then after a 10-play drive by Eastern to finish it, they forced a fumble of Eastern's quarterback Gabriel Killingsworth and took over, but Eastern able to force a 3-and-out. The teams exchanged punts, and then we saw an interception by Tristan Martin of Eastern to set up a play at a drive at Eastern's own 47, but it was a huge interception from Vinny Busalacci as Eastern was driving by Oldham County. Oldham missed a field goal in the end. Late in the first half, Grant Turner was able to take it in on a 1-yard run to cap a 7-play Oldham County drive that made it 14-0 Colonels. Eastern had a 9-play drive, 2 timeouts with a minute 41 left, drove down the field but ran out of time and couldn't punch it in. So halftime, Oldham County with a 14-0 lead. We mentioned that defense came in allowing just over 15 points a game, second in 6A, and pitching a shutout so far through one half. Let's check some scores. Our scoreboard presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Clarity for your financial future. Here's what we have in this district. Ballard and Trinity, a big showdown there at Trinity. How about that one? Scoreless, nearly halftime in that game. Elsewhere in Oldham County, it is South Oldham and Scott County. Scott County at Scott County with a 14-0 lead late in the first half. Early in the second quarter, Woodford County with a 24-0 advantage over Collins. And they're approaching halftime at Spencer County. Spencer with a 21-0 lead over Shelby County. A lot of scores around this area and districts involving Oldham High School's teams right there as you check those out, presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Here in Buckner, it is a 14-0 Oldham County lead over Eastern. 6A District 5 opener for both teams. We'll take a break. More of our halftime report coming up next. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future. Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
At the half here at Oldham County, 14-0. The Colonels leading Eastern. The homecoming festivities just complete here, and back with Marty Lowe. And Marty, you talked about it before the game, Eastern needing to kind of stick to its game plan, and Oldham County jumped right out of the gate with that touchdown. 3 plays in, looked very impressive, but the Eagles were impressive too, able to settle in and hung right in the game when it looked like it could slip away from them early on.
You know, definitely not sitting back and just taking it. I mean, you know, you have to, you know, you're a competitor, you have to do something, you have to make adjustments. So them rolling up and manning up, playing down, you know, putting extra guys in the box. I mean, the running game with Coram and even Brown, you know, from Oldham County is still something they're going to have to deal with. But, you know, creating that pressure and walking up and not just taking it as they walk down the field, you know, that was really impressive to me, you know, to keep the game at least where it's at right now at 2 scores.
We talked about that Oldham County defense. It's been impressive this year. Second in 6A, allowing just over 15 points a game coming in. And they had to withstand a couple of long drives, a 10-play drive, able to force the fumble back earlier in the first quarter, and then that drive, 9 plays going into the half, able to hold up and keep Eastern off the scoreboard, pitching a shutout through one half here.
Yeah, I mean, really, you know, keeping Eastern off balance. We're like, you know, where do I go? Do I go to the pass and, you know, my quarterback's, you know, laying on the ground or he's running or getting sacks, or, you know, and then even them trying to run the ball, you know, and powering them up front, you know. So that's a credit to their front four, and even there at the last drive too, of just getting a sack when you really need it. Really, forcing the quarterback out, almost getting a pick right there at the end. I mean, that's when you need it, especially with a 2-minute drill like that. So, coming up with answers and, guys making plays when you need to, but it's definitely keeping the game, where we kind of expected, or at least, hope from each side.
Forced a couple of turnovers, that Oldham County defense. Now 14 turnovers forced on the year, and that interception by Vinny Busalacci, their 12th interception this season for that Oldham County defense. That leads 6A, so it's been a team that's been good at forcing turnovers, and that was a big reason why they kept Eastern off the scoreboard in the first half.
Being opportunistic and, really being able to do that and create those turnovers, the more opportunities you give your offense and with the playmakers they have over there. So, they're very complementary to each other, with that. But anytime you're in the plus side of that turnover margin, any way you come about it, and creating those situations for your team, setting up field position, momentum, all those things, they just play off of one another.
These teams playing each other tonight. District play really moving straight ahead from here. Eastern will host Trinity next week. It'll be Oldham County going on the road to Ballard next week. So certainly tough schedules. You heard Sean Little mention he thinks this, obviously in his biased opinion, might be the toughest district in the state. And it is definitely kind of a murderer's row with these teams we've seen tonight, and of course Ballard and Trinity. So it's going to be a tough slate from this point on.
Definitely. You obviously have the tradition of Trinity and, what they bring to the table and where they even sit right now and in the district, and then now Ballard with their athletes and stuff too. So there's really nothing but tough times ahead. But, when they're, especially Oldham County where they're building their program at this point, that's what you want. You're going to continue to take those steps and develop your depth, and, you're going to take those challenges and that competition, as opportunities to make your program even stronger. So that's what everyone's trying to do, but they have done well this year, and sitting at 5-1 currently, that's exactly where they hope to be.
The Oldham dance team with the help from the officer out there here at halftime tonight of homecoming. What a capper here this evening to the halftime festivities here at Oldham County. The Colonels have a 14-0 lead over the Eagles. We'll break. We'll come back with the second half. That's coming up next. You're watching Oldham High School.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash. When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
And now the Oldham County Band on the field here. Halftime, 14-0. The Colonels leading Eastern after the homecoming festivities and the performance by the dance team. And now it's the band's turn out there on the field. The senior members of the football team and the spirit teams and the band all recognized before the game tonight as well. Senior night as well here at Oldham County. They do have a home game left against Trinity, but it'll be during fall break. So with a lot of folks potentially out of town, decided to go ahead and knock it out tonight with everyone here to see it. Check of our scoring summary. It's presented by German American Bank, building our community together. And, well, we mentioned it. 3 plays in, it was Miller Brown with a 48-yard touchdown run. He had a monster half running the ball there for that big one. He had a ton of catches, too. He was really impressive.
Yeah, big catch on the rollout from Derek Dees. Got him a first down on 3rd and 10, and then, motioning into the backfield into a 2 running back set and taking it, about 40, 45, whatever the numbers were. So, yeah, been active and being creative, trying to get their playmaker the ball, and especially when Eastern, did a pretty good job locking him up on just straight routes early on with man-to-man. But, your playmakers are always going to find a way to get open and, get yourself the ball and make things happen. So good to see that for him.
Also had a big catch on 3rd down on that drive late in the first half for Oldham County. And then it was Grant Turner that took over with a 12-yard run down to the 1. He finished it off to punch it in. His first touchdown run of the year, that made it 14-0. But we saw Grant Turner, the senior, at his senior night, getting in there a lot. He handled the bulk of the running in that first half for Oldham County, and he was really impressive.
Really did. I mean, when you have Corum and you have Brown and, everybody's kind of touching it, and, next thing you know, he's there, and we can spread them out. And if they're going to continue to funnel down on everybody else and play man, and it leaves him, wiggle room inside to make things happen. Plus, their front 5 are pushing Eastern off the ball, So, it's allowing him to put his head down and get a lot of yards. I mean, some of the penalties and the snaps over Dees' head has kind of caused some issues and some problems. But, he kept churning, and next you're sitting 2 touchdowns up.
It's a 14-0 Oldham County lead, and the Colonels have retaken the field. Eastern hasn't yet, as they'll put 3 more minutes on the clock before we get this second half underway. So we'll take one more break here at halftime. We'll come back with all the second half action here from Oldham County as the Colonels lead the Eagles by a 14-0 score. It's Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard. Do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future. Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Second half here in Oldham County, 14-0 Colonels. With Marty Lowe, I'm Nick Curran, Tim Bryan producing things. Greg Bryan, our entire Glycod crew, thanks for being with us. As Eastern will get the ball to start the second half. It will be Jack Robson to kick it away for Oldham County, Zion Barnes, and DeMontre Bedingfield deep to return for Eastern. Oldham County took the ball to start the game after winning the toss, scored on 3 plays. And now it'll be the Oldham defense to take the field to start the second half. Here we go, second half underway as Robson boots it away. It is into the end zone, and Eastern will start 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line.
See what kind of answers this offense, from Eastern comes up with here at halftime, what kind of adjustments, they want to start to attack Oldham County's defense with, so they can at least get this momentum going for their offense.
So both Gabriel Killingsworth and Grayson Napier in the quarterback spot in that first half for Eastern. And it looks like Napier will line up. Well, he'll line up, as the quarterback here to start the second half. Tristan Martin to his right. Napier has it, rolls to the right, stops, floats back left, fires one downfield. His arm was hit as he threw, it looked like, and there's a flag down.
Try to isolate the receiver over here to the right and show that running set and give him a chance to, complete one of the few balls that he's thrown over the season. So I like the first call and trying to get him off balance, but penalty.
It's a hold against Eastern. 5th Eastern penalty of the game. Oldham County also with 5.
really tough. You get a late snap like that to him, and then he's trying to roll out late, and then, all your guys up front as well as those wings trying to reach and allow him to get outside, man. Really tough, man, of the angles. And end up reaching out and putting some extra hands on Oldham's defensive guys, getting a holding call.
It makes it 1st and 20 from the 10-yard line. It'll be Killingsworth as the quarterback here out of the gun. Martin to his left. Wants to throw. Fires out to the right side. Pass complete across the 20 to the 22. Diving down there, Cash Lance. His second catch of the game and a good pickup of 12 yards.
Yeah, you definitely didn't see the rush. You said in the last, it's first and deep, but not much rush there, okay? So allowed him to be able to set his feet, throw the out route, to the right side and get himself in front of the sticks. So, positive things there on that play for Eastern.
Brings up 2nd and 8 from their own 22 for the Eagles. Killingsworth out of the gun. Sends Martin out of the backfield in motion. Slings it. Pass was deflected. Was it backwards? And it was picked up by Brown running the other way. And they will say it was incomplete. So it was a forward pass deflected. Couldn't see who got a hand on that, but it'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Right side defensive end gets upfield right now, doesn't cut him off, so, been able to bat it down, but you really like the motion out, trying to get him to adjust and then throwing the tunnel screen, the jailbreak screen back inside and, trying to catch him, with over momentum, heading out for that motion. So good call, but, no execution.
So 3rd and 8 here for the Eagles from their own 22. It's Napier in the backfield this time with 5 wide. As the snap, he tucks it and runs. Designed run right up the middle and not much there. Falls forward to the 24, picks up 2. That makes it 4th and 6.
Yeah, first down and you use it, a little wrinkle trying to throw with him, but, 3rd and 8 and, trying to run the ball backed up, I'm not sure about that call, but I'm sure they'll think about it twice, next 3rd and long like that, but definitely would thought you try to give your quarterback a chance to pick up your first down for you.
Will Bird on to punt it. It's Mason Brown back to return for the Colonels. He stands at the Oldham County 47. Bird steps into the punt. Brown calls for the fair catch, makes it at the 47-yard line. And Oldham County with good field position for its first drive of the second half.
Definitely set up good, starting for this first drive for your offense, but Eastern, I thought, you hope that they get a little better, maybe a little better field position, next time, but, maybe some different calls, coming into that to attack that offense or that defense of Oldham County.
We'll call it the 48, 1st and 10 for the Colonels from their own 48-yard line. He's out of the gun, hands it away to Grant Turner, runs over the right side, gets across midfield, and drugged down, falling forward near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 on first down into Eastern territory.
So, back to Turner, right there off the right side, a little inside zone play, and we continue to push with that front 5. And, we definitely hope Eastern, work some slant and angle and away from the running back.
We didn't see a lot of Jaden Corum in that first half. Here's Turner up the middle, gets to the 40. Bounces it outside down to the 35-yard line on a first down on a pair of Grant Turner runs. But seeing now here, Corum is in sweatpants on the Oldham County sideline. So it looks like he's done for the day, and it's all Grant Turner, and he's been very effective for the Colonels.
He's got the hot hand. His eyes, and, he's really seeing it very well as he starts to work second level.
Gorham's been so good, certainly hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Dees hands it off, running ahead, stumbling forward. It was Noah Meredith, the junior, taking the carry.
So Meredith getting in on the action right there with 2 backs, and, we send the guy outside and then, give the ball back inside like that to try to get the linebackers to pursue outside. So good getting somebody back into the mix, or get another guy back in the mix.
2nd and 6 after the 4-yard pickup, and beg your pardon, Nash Meredith. That's what you were starting to say. I can't read my own writing. Here's Dees handing it off. Straight ahead to Turner. Kind of ran into his own guy, spins out of that, and falls inside the 25, down to the 24, and another first down.
Excellent slide cut at the line of scrimmage, really kind of stuck his left foot in the ground, slid lateral to the right, made the defender miss, and definitely got forward for the first down. So, excellent eyes, excellent body control by Turner.
Dees out of the gun. Turner back behind him. He's got Meredith to his right. He pitches to Turner, running right side of the 25. Along the numbers 20, banged out of bounds inside the 15. Right around the 14-yard line. Zane Wagner up from the safety spot to make the tackle.
And you even give Miller Brown, which, Turner's working in the run game. Miller Brown out at wide receiver, does a great job blocking, allows Turner to get back up inside for another 5 or 6 yards. But you definitely like seeing your playmakers like that, out there, putting the work in, run blocking as well.
1st and 10 from the 14. Oldham County on the move to begin this third quarter. Dees takes the shotgun snap, hands to Turner. Oh, stepped out of a tackle in the backfield. Free run to the end zone. Touchdown, Oldham County. 14-yard run for Grant Turner. His second touchdown run of the night.
He is doing a great job, with controlling his body, even bringing the left hip, left leg, picking it up, getting it over the defender, being able to get his left foot on the ground, put it in the ground, and then being able to accelerate. Okay, excellent body control by 30 on that drive.
Here's Robson on to attempt the extra point. It is good. And now 8:10 left in this third quarter. A 21-0 Oldham County lead over Eastern.
Yeah, definitely a first drive, second half statement there from Oldham County. Driving down, full run game. Just getting different people involved. Obviously Turner took the bulk of it, but, really like how he's seeing he's really seeing it, and they're going with the hot hand for sure.
That was pretty incredible. Looked like he might get stopped for a loss and just stepped right out of the tackle and took it all the way.
Yeah, expected a play action there about the first down they had on the 20, but, if it's working, don't try to fix it.
Robson to kick it away for Oldham County. Barnes and Bettingfield deep to return for Eastern. And this one sails to the end zone, bounces across for a touchback. So Eastern has it 1st and 10 from its own 20 for its second drive of the second half. 3 and out on the first one, and certainly the Eastern offense could use a little bit of traction here, if nothing else, just to give the defense a little bit of rest.
Yeah, you definitely see Eastern right here with this, stick to the plan, but, continue to try to run it and mix in some bootleg or maybe some play action with it, to get your quarterback moving. But, you get a third down, give him a chance to pick up first downs for you in 3rd and long.
Killingsworth out of the shotgun as the quarterback, hands it to Martin, bouncing outside of the left and gets ahead to about the 24, so he gets 4 yards on first down.
A good first down run, got a little ankle injury it looks like when he's coming off right now.
Yeah, I hate to see that for Tristan Martin. Hopefully he's all right. Bettingfield into the game. Bettingfield hasn't gotten a carry in this game, has 4 on the season.
A quick throw right here. Some will, like the rollout, they work like time would go good, but, I don't know if leaving him in the pocket and giving up a sack right here, but
2nd and 6 from the 24. Killingsworth fakes the handoff, throws high, looking for Lance, and it was overthrown and incomplete.
Yeah, tough, not setting his feet, really kind of threw as he was moving forward on that. Really didn't sit back on that throw at all, but ball sails out, 2nd down, but I do like that quick slant, trying to get it out of his hand on second and long.
Makes it 3rd and 6 from their own 24. Killingsworth remains the quarterback. Bettingfield lined up to his left, 2 wideouts to either side. Fakes the handoff, pumps once, now looks to run, spins out of a tackle, falls forward to the 25, was wrapped up. He'll gain a yard as in amongst the tacklers was Sam Miller, the senior linebacker, had him in the grasp, but it'll be 4th and 5, and Eastern's going to punt it away.
Oh, he had Jake McLean right over the middle of the field, too. If he just read it inside out, but he decided to go ahead and predetermine to throw outside. Linebacker ran under it, okay, but he had his first progression wide open. Unfortunately, he missed it.
Will Bird to punt it. Miller Brown to return. Another boot by Bird, end over end. Brown backing, lets it bounce, and it will roll toward the sideline. It is downed there at the 46 of Oldham County. That's where the Colonels take over. 6:33 left in the third quarter. 21-0 Colonels. We'll break. More to come. It's Oldham High School's football from Glycott. First and 10, Oldham County from its own 46. Derek Dees, the quarterback, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires one over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Was looking for Tim Rankin over the middle, but threw it just a bit out in front of him.
Yeah, a little late. Hadn't thrown in a little bit, don't get me wrong, a little bit late, but, you're up 3 scores, but I do like to get your quarterback work and continue to throw it. Nobody's in a blowout or anything necessarily at this point, so really got to run your offense and give opportunities for development.
Hand off to Turner on 2nd and 10. Has room up the middle. Into Eastern territory inside the 40. Brought down across the 35-yard line. From behind, Ashton Thompson helped bring him down. But a big gain, and it's a first down for Oldham County.
Yeah, Zane Wagner sitting deep. 15 deep is the free safety. 15 yards off the ball, and really trying to make a shoestring tackle as he gets to the 2nd and 3rd level.
First and 10 from the Eastern 35-yard line. It's Turner. Dees kept it that time, pulled it, runs up the left side, has a little room across the 30, slung down to the 26-yard line.
It's a zone read for the quarterback, and you can tell he's getting a little itchy. I've got to get involved in this game a little bit. So if we're not going to throw it consistently, I may have to pull it out of here and get myself going.
He picks up about 9 yards, 2nd and a long 1 on the 26. There's Turner straight ahead, no problem. He's got the first down, carrying a defender on his back down near the 15-yard line. Riley Baker jumped on his back and just held on. The sophomore eventually rode him down. Mark it at the 16 for a first down.
And this is where depth really becomes a concern. Everybody across the country with their offensive and defensive lines, but your defensive line for Eastern right now is obviously wore down.
So first and 10 from the 16. Dees fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch, runs right side of the 10, cuts up at the 5, and tripped up there. Looked like Zane Wagner tripped him up with that casted right hand. They mark it at the 4, and it's first and goal, Oldham County.
Well, Venable and Kelly, 2 offensive linemen for Oldham County, just double teaming on that zone play, and they're just taking that defensive tackle for Eastern, and taking him for a ride, and it's pretty easy read there for Turner off of that.
So first and goal from the 4. Dees out of the gun, Turner behind him, and it's Meredith to his left. Under 5 minutes left in this third quarter. The handoff to Meredith, straight ahead, bangs into the line, spins on top of bodies. They're going to rule him down. I'm not sure he ever was. He maybe was on top of the bodies the whole time and could have gotten up and gone in, but they'll say it's a gain of 1 to bring up 2nd and goal.
Linebacker Ashton Thompson there for Eastern, really getting involved. He hits the gap right now, doesn't wait. He's not waiting to see whether the defensive linemen are going to get pushed into his lap. So great job filling, though. Keep that from going into the end zone.
2nd and goal. Dees under center here with an eye backfield. Hands to the up man, Meredith, straight ahead into the pile. He can't quite get there. It was from behind, being grabbed and slung back, so he'll get to, it looked like the 1, and it'll make it 3rd and goal.
A lot of mass or whatever right there between the tackles, trying to push and make something happen too. So it brings up that 3rd down and about 1.5, but really push on both sides right there.
So again, out of the eye. Dees under center, Meredith the up back, Turner the deep back, quarterback sneak, and Dees takes it in. Touchdown Oldham County from 1 yard out. Derek Dees with his 4th touchdown run of the season.
Yeah, quarterback keep, find the weak spot, okay, find the gap to work to, put his back foot in the ground, and ended up about 3 or 4 yards deep in the end zone. So good surge by that right side of the line.
This Oldham County offense, 2 possessions in the second half, 2 touchdowns, and now Jack Robson to attempt the extra point. It is good, and with 3:19 left in this third quarter, now a 28-0 Colonels lead. Trying to step on the gas here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and you have 1 pass over the last 2 drives, and been able to just march the ball down the field. So, trying to sub a few guys in, or at least trying to get the fresh bodies for Eastern on their defense. And if they don't have it, then that makes it a real tough job, man, to stop that running game.
Yeah, you can see so far in the second half where just maybe the numbers game between these 2 teams really showing through.
Yeah, the last couple plays, as I said, those linebackers are just triggering now instead of trying to read it because they know people are going to get pushed in their lap. So, can't say as I fault them.
Robson to kick it away. Barnes and Bedingfield back deep for Eastern. Here's a shorter kick. It is taken by an up man there for Eastern. That is, well, the man we've seen punting throughout the night, Will Bird, the senior linebacker. He returns it out across the 25 to about the 27.
These are the moments when you're down 4 touchdowns and you think offensively, what do we do? Do we just air it out? Do we say, look, if we're just going to run it and stay balanced, are we looking like we're giving up, whatever? But I just think, you run your offense, you keep your positives, making sure that you're getting positive yards, out of the plays that you choose to call.
Killingsworth is the quarterback. Lines up with Martin to his right. Hands it away to Tristan Martin, running to the left at the 25, tries to cut it up and gets ahead to the 30. Gains 3 yards on first down as Vinny Bustalacci has an interception in the game. He was in at the bottom of the pile there helping with the tackle.
Yeah, same play they opened the last drive up with too. I think they got about 4 yards last, so they end up with 3 this one. So, open up both drives with the same outside run, same guy running it. So, keeping it positive. Those are plays that have been positive, so continue to work it.
2nd and 7 from their own 30. Killingsworth out of the gun. Quick handoff to Martin there. Runs straight ahead. Has room out across the 35. Gets to the 36. Brought down there. A nice pickup of about 6 yards. It makes it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, great run. Good choice. You had man up, one-on-one up top. Could have taken a shot, but, kept it on the ground, and keeping it short yardage and positive plays.
So 3rd and 1 from the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout from Eastern as Ken Whalen wants to use the timeout. 2 left for the Eagles. 1:55 left in the third quarter. 28-0 is the Oldham County lead. And we will step away for a break. Back with more in a moment. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Here we go, 3rd and 1 from the 36. Big look here, Napier pitches it back. Oh, that play got blown up. Napier took it under center, tried to pitch it back to Martin, and nowhere to go. Bustalacci and a couple of others into the Eastern backfield. A big loss, and it's 4th and long.
Yeah, that's where you look to the keys of the game and just really sticking to your plan, and you're trying to do things, and then, now your offense is maybe feeling a little bit worse than they did before, even though you were there and, third and short. That's unfortunate, okay? But, I like the creativity, but, you're down 4 scores, you want to just definitely keep things positive.
Loss of 7. Will Bird to punt it. Just got it away. Almost blocked. Here's Brown, who makes the running pickup on a bounce. Gets across midfield. Spun out of bounds at the 45. Got hit hard late. And it was Zane Wagner that kind of went torpedoing into the Oldham County sideline. Well, the fans took some exception there. And he's up. He's already got that broken hand. And now he's kind of gingerly limping across the field back toward the eastern sideline.
He took the ball boy out for Oldham County or whatever, but he's up, thank goodness, too.
That's good.
Thought he might get a late hit, but, Brown was still in bounds, okay, so, wasn't anything dirty about it. Kid just flying around trying to make a play, when his team's down.
So 1st and 10, Oldham County from the eastern 46, and now all of a sudden Oldham County trying to punch one in here and get a running clock. D's out of the shotgun. Hands it away to Grant Turner, running right. Hit toward the backfield, continues forward, gets a couple of yards across the 45 to the 44. Good job setting the edge that time. It was Jake McClain, who had a fumble recovery for a touchdown for Eastern in their win against Bullitt Central last week. He made the tackle.
Yeah, McClain, he did. He stepped upfield quickly to set that edge before the receiver could even block him.
2nd and 8. Handoff to Turner, bounces it to the outside, spun around at the 40 and brought down there. Napier spun him around initially and helped bring him to the ground.
Well, tackling him with one hand, for goodness sake. So, gets him on the ground, gave up 4 or 5 yards, but definitely getting outside to stay in the play and keep it from going deeper.
3rd and 5 from the eastern 40, and it looks like that will be the final play of the third quarter as the clock ticks away. And it was a good third quarter for Oldham County. A couple of touchdowns, and after 3, the Colonels with a 28-0 lead over Eastern here in the district opener. We will break. 4th quarter coming up next. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycott.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Well, 2 third quarter possessions for Oldham County, 2 touchdowns. Colonels with a 28-0 lead over Eastern. As we go to the 4th quarter, it'll be 3rd and 5 Colonels from the Eastern 40 to begin the quarter. They have these fancy lights when you were in high school?
No, never. Never.
It's been that kind of night here for the Colonels. Handoff Grant Turner and won't get the first down. Gets positive yardage. Picks up about 2 down to the 38. So it'll be 4th down, and we'll see what Oldham County does here.
Yeah, just keeping it on the ground. But, back in my day or whatever, if you turned the lights off, it would take 30 minutes to get it back on. Yeah.
Yeah, that would cause an issue.
It would. Have to wait a little while.
How far we've come. 4th and 3 from the 38. Handoff Turner straight ahead toward the 35. He stopped short, so it'll be a turnover on downs. Eastern's defense gets the stop. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. They give him the first down. I didn't think so.
I didn't see it. When the ball came down, I really didn't think he was over the line. But.
Yeah, they'll give him the first down, so Turner picks up the first.
8 in the box, safety's a little bit deeper, but, with 8 in the box, and they're still going to continue to run it. I know they're four touchdowns ahead, but still been able to run the ball positively, with a stacked box.
First and 10 from the 35, and now a flag comes in. I think Ken Whalen was over there working the official. I don't know if this is on him or not.
Already had one sideline warning, so.
Yeah, it is.
Add something to
he pointed toward Oldham County. I think he meant against Eastern, though.
Yeah, it's the second one, so that brings penalties.
Yeah, but they're going to step it off. So a 5-yard penalty. I think it might have been, I'm thinking it was about the spot potentially. I didn't think they had the first down, but then they did.
He's got a legitimate argument from what I saw, you know, when the ball came down where we thought it was, the spots. He's got a legitimate argument, but I guess the ref had heard enough.
Yeah. As you mentioned, a sideline warning already. Still working the white hat official as he walks back toward the play. It'll be 1st and 5 for Oldham County from the Eastern 30-yard line. D's out of the gun. Grant Turner in the backfield to his left. And if Corum, here's the handoff to Turner, runs straight ahead, finds a seam out inside the 25, slung down inside the 20. It was another nice run for Grant Turner, and it'll be a first down. If Corum is injured at all, it's probably a good sign for Oldham County to see Turner running it so effectively.
Definitely. He's definitely getting some experience tonight, you know, continuing to tote it versus 8-9 in the box.
Dees hands it to Turner, looks left, cuts back right, and just kind of tucks in and dives forward to the 17. He picks up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, you kind of liked what Eastern did 2 plays ago. They really brought a straight blitz from the field, you know, where the defensive linemen need to angle over left to get across, but the linemen just aren't, the D linemen aren't getting there, so they're still able to run the ball.
2 minutes deep here in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 7. Dees will look to throw. Fires one left side, end zone. Caught, touchdown, Oldham County. Tim Rankin with a nice leaping grab. His 4th touchdown catch of the year.
And you get to a point in the night where you could pretty much do what you want offensively. You could run it, you could throw it. You know, we could motion, we could go inside, outside with the run game. So, you know, I kind of like, you know, giving them a chance, you know, to pitch it out there, you know, to keep everybody honest and everybody rolling. You know, that's positive. You know, I don't look at it. I mean, I know it's 5 touchdowns, but, you know, you still got to play football.
First touchdown throw of the night for Dees. Extra point good. There's a flag down. We'll see what the flag is. I think it's offside, so the extra point will count, and that will mean we'll have a running clock. It is offsides against Eastern. So that makes it a 35. No, are they going to
kick it?
They're going to do it again?
Yes, it was well
I guess
before.
I guess they called it before the play. So they get a little bit of extra distance and a retry. This one is up, and Robson knocks it through. So 9:54 to go. It is 35-0. Oldham County with the lead. And it means we'll have the running clock the rest of the way as the Colonels have had a big second half. We'll break. We'll come back with more. It's Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
Here we go. Jacob Robson to kick it away. Or I beg your pardon, Jack Robson to kick it away. Jacob Robson's a baseball player. It's a short kick off the hands of Bedingfield. Runs it down at the 6. Trying to find room to the outside, but he is smothered at the 10-yard line. And so Eastern backed up on its next drive.
Tough on the mishandle right there. Allow them to cover a lot quicker. Wasn't much to do with it after that. So, good that he didn't turn it over or put it on the ground, but not much on the return.
It's at about the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 Eastern. And now they wind the clock, trying to get the attention of the clock operator to wind the clock. There we go. Killingsworth is the quarterback for Eastern. 1st and 10 from the Eagle zone. 11-yard line, hands it off. Martin running to the left, goes center of the field. Tristan Martin falls forward across the 15, maybe to the 17-yard line. A solid first down pickup.
Yeah, good positive play there off the left side, and continue to start those drives. Same guy, same play, positive yardage. Okay, and we can 2nd down and medium.
And good to see Tristan Martin back in there. We saw him kind of limp off earlier. He lines up to the left of Killingsworth, Napier to his right. Killingsworth hands it to Martin, running right, gets to the 20, dropped there. A pickup of about 3. It'll be 3rd and short.
And once again, back in 3rd and short, and hopefully they just stick to the calls that they've worked the last 2 or whatever and keep the chains moving.
3rd and 1 from the 20. 35-0 Oldham County. 3 second-half possessions, 3 touchdowns for the Colonels to take the 35-0 lead. Killingsworth takes the snap, hands to Napier, dropped it. He's able to pick it up. Looked like it dribbled once, but dropped in the backfield. It was fumbled in the exchange, and it results in a big loss.
Yeah, he caught and was already moving his feet before he even got control of it. Okay, it was in his chest and wasn't able to get the ball out and extended to him very, very cleanly. That 3rd down's been a tough one for Eastern last 2 drives.
It has.
3rd and short as well.
Yeah, gone backwards on 3rd and short a couple of times.
Yeah, hate it though, man. Want to keep them moving the chains, keep them fighting.
It's 4th and 8, back at the 14. Snap over the head of Bird, the punter, and it goes out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Well, things just not going right for Eastern right now. Makes it 37-0 in favor of Oldham County.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. I mean, you get 2 3rd down calls where, a botched little trick play and then fumbled exchange, and then now one over the head, and, you don't want to see it compound, for them, but those coaches trying to keep their heads in it, to move forward, to the next play and then even to the next game and try to build off of it. So, hopefully, they can rally, okay, on this kick, because obviously they got to send it to Oldham County now.
Oldham County is bidding for its 2nd shutout win of the year. They shut out Shelby County 50-0 at Shelby back on August 30th. So under 7 minutes away from a 2nd shutout win this season. As we have the running clock here.
Having to kick it from the 20, giving them good field position as it is. Obviously they're going to keep the ball on the ground and run it with this running clock, but I really felt good about Eastern's defense. I felt good about some things they did. I know that Turner's running all over them, in that guards, but, continuing to fight, some of the things they've done to try to take things away, it's definitely a positive to take away from it.
William Gagan to kick it away. Yeah, especially from the first half, probably a lot of building blocks from that.
Sure.
Here's the return by Miller Brown. Accelerates up through a hole right side. Gagan couldn't get him. Down the right sideline. Brown inside the 15. Stutter step of the 10. He's in. Touchdown, Oldham County. Miller Brown with a kickoff return. They'll call it 70-plus yards for the score.
And Miller Brown at the midnight hour trying to challenge my man Turner for the player of the game, here at the last minute, but still making plays, setting up his blocks, very patient, so good eyes, hitting the seam, and getting into the end zone.
That was very impressive. Here's Robson on for the extra point with 5:20 to go and counting. And they're going to fake it. Dees rolls out to the right, cuts back left, takes it up the middle, in for the two-point conversion. I didn't see if that was a design fake or if there was something botched on the snap there.
Yeah, it was a high snap, so he gives a fire call that every football player known to man, knows that with a bad snap on a field goal or extra point, and you just see everybody surprised because it rarely happens, so he ends up keeping it, and even trying to run the guy over, to try to get in the end zone. So good execution by him, but definitely off a botched snap.
Yeah. Wow. It's been all Colonels here in the second half. They led 14-0 at halftime. They've hung 31 here in the second half and have a 45-0 lead. And now Robson will kick it away.
And I think they're tailing the kicker to take as much time as he can. Obviously, clock's running and everything too, but you'd like to see a good return here for Eastern and try to finish this thing on somewhat of a positive note.
Yeah, Barnes
heading into next week.
Would definitely love to see them have something to build on going into next week. Barnes and Bedingfield to return. It is kicked over their heads and bounces at the 5 and won't kick into the end zone. Bedingfield goes back to pick it up. Almost split the defenders. Dives ahead to the 10. Oh, there was bad luck. He just looked like it would surely go into the end zone, but it just died there at the 5.
Yeah, definitely forgot where he was at. And how far the ball was carrying, So, tough decision to make right there, but, put your offense on that 10-yard line. Backed up for sure.
It does seem like Eastern's kind of hit on something using Killingsworth and Napier back there at quarterback. That's something you'd think could be effective for them going forward.
Yeah, definitely. It's a positive, and, you're getting yards out of it. Killingsworth getting the ball out of his hand in the passing game and then switch it in and out is definitely a positive for him.
Tristan Martin in the backfield to his left. 1st and 10 from their own 10. Hands it away to Martin, up the middle. Finds a little seam to the 15, falls forward there, brought down by Logan Collier.
Well, the first down calls, still getting positive yards out of it. You're looking at 6 yards. They've averaged, 4 or so on the first down for the last 3, at least 3 drives, So, it's good to see, and I want to see them get a first down here personally.
They've been good on first down for most of the night.
They have.
Looking to throw. Killingsworth airs it out down the left sideline. Overthrown, incomplete. Was looking for Bradshaw, blanketed by Nolan Snyder. The junior had great coverage.
Snyder with the pink gloves, the pink tights, the pink tape, whatever. Great job, right there squeezing the hip right there as a defensive back running with that route.
Makes it 3rd and 4 with 2 minutes to go. Back at their own 16-yard line. Killingsworth out of the gun. Martin to his left. Back to throw. Fires one over the right side, off the hands, and incomplete. Was looking for Nathan Wagner. That was a well-thrown ball. Just couldn't quite haul it in.
That's the call they had earlier in the game that, that tipped and got picked off, by the linebacker, so came back to it. Great job with his eyes, working the defenders, pop back, throw the seam, and unfortunately get the tip incompletion. So we got a punt again.
It'll be Bird to punt it away. With Brown again back deep to return at the kickoff return for a touchdown. And now Brown stands at the 50 for Oldham County. And the snap again over the head of Bird. And it goes out of the back of the end zone for another safety.
That's tough to see or whatever, man, when it's sailing over his head like that. It's so helpless, as a punter, especially 2 times in a row. And then trying to field it, or do I just kick it out of the back of the end zone? That's tough. Give up a safety instead of a touchdown. There's so many things in that situation, but, try not to make a bad situation worse.
makes it 47-0, and that might very well end the game as the clock continues to move.
Definitely going to end it on that.
Yeah, and teams are going to come off the field, and that's going to do it. Huge second half for Oldham County. The Colonels improved to 6-1. They're 1-0 in district play as they get the win tonight. They get their second shutout victory of the season. Oldham County wins it over Eastern by the final score of 47-0. We will take a break. Our post-game coverage coming up next. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycon.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management. Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware at 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
Time matters, and when you need a fast and easy car wash, try Clementine's. Family owned and open 24 hours a day. Clementine's is a touchless wash that can make your car look as good as new in as little as 3 minutes. Visit them at Kroger Fuel Center at 2010 Highway 53 in LaGrange. Clementine's, a proud supporter of high school athletics and juiced by Thomas Car Wash.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Crestwood State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome into our post-game show. 47-0 Oldham County defeats Eastern tonight in the 6A District 5 opener for both teams. A big win for the Colonels as they're now 6-1. 1-0 in the district. Eastern drops to 3-4, 0-1 in district play. Alongside Marty Lowe, I'm Nick Curran, and Marty, it was a very competitive first half. Only 14-0 at halftime. Eastern able to hang in there, but kind of the depth and just everything, it was all Oldham County in the second half, and a dominant performance for their second shutout win of the year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that first half, for Eastern, what they're working with and, really kind of what they continue to try to get to offensively and defensively. But, being short on the offensive defensive line like that and no depth, getting pushed. The longer that game went, you could just see it, okay, we're in a way when obviously, you can just run the ball and you're getting 5-6 yards a clip. But, you definitely see some challenging, they're challenging Oldham County's offense, really defensively with Eastern, So I was appreciative to see that part and, fighting as far and as long as they could.
We heard Oldham County head coach Sean Little say before the game their kind of mantra headed into the season, close the gap in terms of the district with, Trinity and Ballard sitting there in this district as well. But, a tough first half in some ways, a turnover, and just couldn't quite completely get the traction. But from about 4 minutes left in the first half right through the end of the game, we saw the Colonels turn it on and maybe close the gap a little bit here tonight.
Definitely. I mean, I'll call the game next week too with Oldham County and Ballard. So, they'll get a challenge, coming in. Unfortunately, Eastern gets Trinity, but, things won't get easier. No rest for the weary. But, to watch them challenge Oldham County as long as they could, but, to see Oldham County be able to run the ball, find another guy, that can really tote it, continue to get the ball into their playmakers' hands, and even give an opportunity on that deep throw late in the game, just continue their offense, just the production. But their defensive line, does a great job. The games I've seen them play, they've done a great job up front, pushing and even the pass rush and the 2-minute drill. So, definitely physical up front from Oldham County.
Yeah, we saw Jaden Corum leave the game. Never had an update on him, but Grant Turner was really good here tonight on his senior night as well. Let's check our scoreboard presented by Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions. Clarity for your financial future. Speaking of this district, Trinity and Ballard, it's a tight one in the fourth. Trinity's taken a 13-0 lead there. Woodford County a dominant win. Spencer County likewise. Scott County leading South Oldham there 28-7. That's a South Oldham team that handed this Oldham County team its only loss on the year, and Western Hills with a 12-7 lead over Henry County in the third. So a lot of action around the area tonight, and there you have it.
Everybody goes on their journey for 10 weeks and see where you end up around playoff time, and we roll the dice again and see where everybody's at, but that's all it is. We're just sparring right now for 10 weeks to see who's who and what's what.
Oldham County gets to 6-1 through 7 of its games tonight with the 47-0 win. We'll take a break. More of our post game next. It's Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Proud supporters of Oldham County High School's athletics. Robin Lawson and Financial Solutions Incorporated have been recognized over a dozen times as Oldham County's best financial planner. Robin and his team provide individuals and small businesses the tools needed to achieve their financial goals, because they care not just about the result, but also the process. Visit their office in LaGrange at 309 West Jefferson Street, or learn more online at oldhamfinancial.com. Financial Solutions Incorporated. Clarity for your financial future. When you need protection and peace of mind with superior service, contact Jay Hall at Insurance Associates in LaGrange. Choose from their range of policies that cover what you value most, including dozens of top-name insurance companies like Westfield. For more information and a free no-obligation quote, call 502-222-9558. Insurance Associates at 204 West Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Insurance for all areas of your life.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Back on our post-game show, 47-0 Oldham County with a win over Eastern tonight, the Colonel's second shutout victory of the season. Let's look at some final numbers in our scoring plays presented by German American Bank, building our community together. It was Miller Brown. He had a big night, a 48-yard run on the third play of the game to put Oldham County in front 7-0, and then there wasn't any more scoring until late in the first half, and that was maybe the drive, Marty, that was key. Oldham County able late in the first half to drive down, converted on a 3rd and long, and then Grant Turner ended up finishing it off a 1-yard run. That gave them a 14-0 lead. That ended up being the halftime score, but that maybe was the biggest drive of the game looking back, as they built a 2-touchdown lead and able to have that going into halftime.
Yeah, you know you're always good when you're at least two-dimensional like that, where, you know, I can always go back to the run game if I need to because it's there, and you can just feel that it's always going to be there. They're pushing the front, that, you know, we can pick and choose when we want to throw it or if we want to throw screens or whatever that nature. But, yeah, the run game was there. Turner was constantly, you know, got stronger as the game went on, and, you know, it was definitely a strong performance.
In the second half, after forcing an Eastern punt to start the half, Grant Turner with a 14-yard run, his second touchdown of the game, made it 21-0. Derek Dees had a 1-yard run. The quarterback made it 28-0. Dees with a 17-yard pass to Tim Rankin made it 35-0. Safety on a botch snap on a punt made it 37-0. We saw Brown then with a kickoff return touchdown, 70-ish yards. That made it 45-0 as a botch snap on the extra point. Dees was able to take it in for 2, and then a safety on another botched snap on a punt made it 47-0. That was the final score, 47-0. Oldham County won it. That's a check of our scores tonight, presented by German American Bank. We'll take a break. We'll have our players of the game and a look ahead to next week before we wrap things up next. You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
From tools and equipment to tips on finishing your project, see the helpful folks at Crestwood Hardware, your locally owned Ace Hardware store. Built on more than a century of service, Crestwood Hardware offers Oldham County's best and most convenient selection of products for your home, farm, or garden. Visit Crestwood Hardware, 6536 West Highway 22, phone 502-241-8491. And for rewards when you shop, download the Ace Hardware app.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Trying to be a responsible citizen and the best recycler you can be, but you just aren't sure what goes where? Google Oldham County Waste Wizard and check out the Wizard search engine. Just type in the name of your mystery item and see what pops up. It will tell you whether it goes in the trash, recycle bin, or donations. It tells you how to discard troublesome items like paint and televisions. Can you believe it even tells you how to get rid of a boat? Oldham County Waste Wizard, do you believe in magic?
This message funded by Oldham County Solid Waste Management.
Blinds direct, not just blinds. Blinds direct, not just blinds.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
47-0, Oldham County wins it over Eastern tonight. Back here in Buckner, let's check our most outstanding players tonight. Presented by Crestwood State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilley. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Leslie at 502-384-6184. We check players of the game. First for Eastern, Grayson Napier getting a chance to get in there and get some snaps at quarterback. He really has sparked this offense, it seems like.
I tell you, solid football player. I mean, the same way, Oldham County uses, a couple of guys. I mean, they could do a lot more with him, motioning him in and out of the backfield, putting him in the backfield, putting him at quarterback. There's a lot of things they can do to make defenses really have to adjust. And I think they got a few athletes that can work to kind of complement him and stuff too. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him as the year goes on, to get him the ball and to keep him, active like that without just having to put him at quarterback in the Wildcat where all eyes are on him constantly. A great game, though, from him, though, in that standpoint.
And then for Oldham County, Jaden Corum, kind of the headliner in terms of their running game coming in. I don't know that we saw him after the first series, and it was all Grant Turner after that, and he did a heck of a job, had 2 touchdown runs here tonight.
Yeah, and we'll have to get an update, as far as what happened to Corum. Hopefully he's okay and he can get back, and rolling again. But Turner, I mean, what a great job, 8 in the box, or 7 in the box, 8 in the box, 9 in the box. It didn't matter. His field vision, body control, slide cuts, even hurdling a couple of guys, I was impressed, just the way he handled himself, and his vision, getting himself clean, running through tackles, did a great job the entire night.
And Turner helping lead his Oldham County team to the win. Those are your most outstanding players. Time to look ahead at next week's schedule. That's presented by Mortensen Family Dental. A healthy smile means a healthier you. And here's what we have on Glycod coming up next week. Fern Creek Mail could be very interesting. We will both be, this entire crew, at Ballard as this Oldham County team heads to Ballard. One of the teams that we heard him mention, Sean Little, before the game, trying to close the gap. Ballard, one of the teams they're trying to close the gap with. So another big district test next week as this Oldham County team takes a lot of momentum on the road to take on a Ballard team that was in a battle with Trinity tonight.
Yeah, battle with them, new coaching staff, at Ballard this year too. So, kind of seeing how they filter out and build their program, with a new, head guy. And, it'll be a good matchup and a good test for both of them, especially being Oldham County having to go on the road and see how they handle it.
Looking forward to that. Marty, enjoyed it. Looking forward to next week.
Always good times, and we'll rally for next week.
And we certainly will. Big thanks to everyone that is tuned in tonight, everyone with the broadcast. Tim Bryan producing the effort, Greg Bryan working things up on top, freezing in the windy conditions tonight. So big thanks to both. And for Marty Lowe, this is Nick Curran. Again, the final, Oldham County 47, Eastern nothing. Until next week, thanks so much for watching. It's been Oldham High School's football on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Oldham High School's football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Oldham County Solid Waste Management, featuring the Waste Wizard search engine. Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. Kinzer & Kinzer, delivering clean, comfortable air. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. German American Bank, serving our community since 1910. LaGrange Service Center, Mortensen Family Dental, Operation Parent, and Financial Solutions Incorporated.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.